Okay, look, we played a pretty good first half. I was proud and pretty happy with what we were doing in the first half. And then they come out with a barrage of threes from Forbes, and we try to guard him in many different ways, and we just couldn't get a handle on him. And that was pretty much how they broke the game open, just knocked down threes. And most of it was we guarded it as well as we could. And some of it, we had some defensive breakdowns. We didn't guard it the way we should have.
Your team shot so well, passed the ball so well in the first half. Would you like to have seen their lead, and how much more of a lead could you have had or been down to?
Well, we had 9 turnovers for their 17 points. They had 11 offensive rebounds. So, they had many more shot attempts than we did at the half. So that explains why, even though we were shooting so well, they had more attempts. And I wasn't happy with the turnovers and offensive rebound. That's just going to happen against us because we're small. I was just happy to be close, with that team they got. I mean, I thought we played well enough. We had some good cuts. Corey was feeling his way. Jonathan had some good moments. DJ. So we had some good playmaking possessions, sharing the ball. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at what they were ranked. I knew they were good, and we looked at the tapes of what they did recently, and mostly I looked at what they did against us out there, and we had some counters against some of their defensive switching. I thought we did well in. We thought the 3 most important areas of the game was transition defense because they pushed the ball. They got great pace, and like out there, we did a pretty good job in that area. The second part was screening action for their scorers, and Valentine and for Forbes. We wanted to play them as attached as much as we could, not giving help off of them, but their screening action for Forbes was again, very, very good, and he knocked down shots. And the third thing was rebounding, because we always need to rebound because we're small, and we just sort of didn't do well in the second half with the screening action.
With just one regular season game left, how important does ending the streak?
Every night's important to us. Every day in practice is important to us. And, like last year, I don't particularly look at a streak. I look at how we have to get better each day. And I know the situation for Minnesota, unfortunate for them, but, we want our kids to be ready for a terrific game on Saturday. Starting tomorrow, heal your bodies, rest. We'll come to practice, and we'll build up to what we have to do for Saturday.
From a leadership standpoint, how is Corey doing coming back from suspension? Obviously, we saw what he did on the court, but everything else, how's he doing?
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. He understands that he's growing. He's going to make mistakes. And he went through all the things he had to go through the 2 weeks that he was on suspension, and with flying colors. So a bump in the road for him, but he played magnificent today.
Every time as it was just in here, it was very complimentary of you and said you will get this done. You have the time. Are you confident in that you will get the time to turn this around?
I'm going to be here tomorrow, and we'll see. Again, that's not my concern. My concern is, come in tomorrow and get better tomorrow, and get better the next day, and see if we can win a game on Saturday. I'm not into predictions. I know we've built a pretty good. It's a process, and we all knew it was going to be not just 2 years, not just 3 years, and we knew that coming in. And when I signed my contract with Dr. Barchi, we knew that it was going to be a process, and that's how I look at it.
When you look at RVision coming back, I'm not sure if you expect him to come back at all.
He did well today too, but
what did you see out of him?
Well, it was a heck of a comeback for him because he just got his thumb up on Friday, and then we put him in the game against Northwestern a little bit, and I mean his healing process was pretty fast, and he's not going to be probably 100% until April, but he wanted to play, And he did some good things out there for being out so long, and I'm proud of him. I mean, he's had some good moments out there, showing out on pick and rolls, getting some blocks, playing hard at the rim. He's just a young guy too, so good experience for him.
Hey, senior day Saturday. What can you say about Greg Lewis and what he's contributed to the club?
He's probably the best kid I've ever coached, and the best player I've ever coached as far as being coachable, and just doing anything you ask of him without any complaints, any second guessing. So he's been a terrific guy for us and for the program.
What has he gone through physically? It seems like he's really winsome.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's got a tendonitis. He has tendonitis in the knee. That's pretty severe. He's had a cyst on the other leg, on his other ankle, that has to be drained every, so often. And he's been playing all the big guys in this conference. He does a great job defensively. He's been a defensive anchor for us for 3 years. He's just been a terrific, quiet leader by example. And he's probably the most quiet leader I've ever been around.
Coach, you mentioned Forrest before. He's the top three-point shooter in the country. He made like 6 of 7 at one point. What do you do when a guy like that just gets hot like that?
Hope he misses.
That's
I mean, again, we made adjustments. We tried to top lock it, as a terminology. We tried to switch out on it, but he's in his motion when the ball's in the air, and he just gets up in the air, and he just knocks it down. He's got great confidence. I told Tom after the game, hopefully all those guys go to the NBA, so we get a chance next year.